No way. Are you excited?
Yeah. I can't wait to see Grandpa. I wish that he could have taken the trip with us. Mom, this train station is really cool.
Yep. Your grandfather really outdid himself this time. What a unique gift. A trip all the way across the country to see him by train. And this booklet that he sent with the tickets, Amtrak's America, it is great. He calls it a travel planner. I can see why. It's got tour information, route descriptions, maps. You know, I had no idea that Amtrak had so much service and that trains have names. It's got tips for traveling. Oh, and look, pictures of private sleeping rooms and a dining car. It's just terrific.
I know, Mom. I read it. That's our first train, the Sunset Limited. It's called the Superliner. We're going to take that to Florida. Then we change trains and go north to Washington, then to Baltimore. Of course, there's a more direct route.
Yes, but Grandpa's figured a way for us to take a short vacation in Florida along the way. So, we take the Sunset Limited to Florida, then we take an Eastern long-distance train north to Washington, D.C. From there, we take something I know about, a Metroliner, and from there, it's a short distance to Baltimore and Grandpa!
By the way, Mom, how do you know so much about Metroliners anyway?
Well, do you remember that trip I took to New York on business last spring?
Yeah, I think so.
I took a Metroliner to Philadelphia. You remember I told you about it? It was so fast.
Oh, yeah. Mom, why does Grandpa want me to take the train? Why didn't we just fly?
Well, your grandpa thinks that trains are just a wonderful way to travel. I think he sent us on this trip so that you'd like trains too.
Do you like trains, Mom?
I don't know. The Metroliner was great, but a long trip, I just don't know.
May I have your attention, please? Amtrak train number 2 to Sunset Limited, departing at 7:50 p.m., providing service to Miami, Florida, is now receiving passengers at gate E, track 10. This train will stop at Phoenix, El Paso, Houston,
I guess I'm about to find out.
and other intermediate points.
Welcome aboard the Sunset Limited, folks. My name is Jim Evans, and I'm Chief of Onboard Services for this train.
Are you the guy who runs the train?
Jack.
Not exactly. The engineer and conductors actually run the train. I'm in charge of the onboard services crew. That's your sleeping car attendants, your dining car staff, and your coach and lounge attendants. But really, we all work together as a team to make sure that you have a safe and pleasant trip.
Where do you eat on this train?
You get right to the point, young man. One of the reasons I stopped by was to give you your meal voucher. Since meals are included in the ticket price of all first-class sleeping car passengers, use this in the dining car for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Order anything you like.
Wow, thanks.
Thanks, Mr. Evans. I'm Susan Peterson. Please call me Susan.
Hi, I'm Jim. It's a pleasure having you with us today. Is this your first trip on Amtrak?
Well, this is our first train trip together, but Jack has practically memorized the Amtrak travel planner.
And there are other neat things you can get with first class too, Mom, like having juice and coffee for you and a newspaper delivered to our room in the morning.
It's our pleasure.
Wow, I bet you know everything about this train, don't you? If you have time, would you show me around?
Oh, come on, Jack. He's a very busy man.
That's all right. I enjoy helping people get acquainted with Amtrak. Why don't you come along too, Susan? There's a lot to see. All Amtrak long-distance trains have sleeper cars, coach cars, a dining car, and a lounge car.
Mom, please.
Well, if Mr. Evans, Jim, doesn't really mind, thank you very much. It's very nice of you to do this.
Why don't we start right here in this Superliner sleeping car? Your room is called a deluxe bedroom, a first-class accommodation. In fact, all Superliner sleeping car rooms are first class. Let me show you a little bit about your deluxe room so you can really enjoy the ride. Deluxe bedrooms are designed to comfortably accommodate 2 adults. You've already discovered that for daytime travel, the room features a large sofa and a chair. At night, your car attendant will make the sofa into a lower berth. The upper berth folds down from above.
Look, Mom, the shower.
Oh, Jack, what are you talking about?
Come on, Susan. Take a look. It's one of the unique features of these deluxe bedrooms, a combination restroom and shower.
This room is more comfortable than I ever expected. And I like this vanity area, too.
What's this?
That's a partition, Jack. It opens to the next deluxe bedroom. You can make 2 rooms into 1 large suite.
Like if Dad came next time.
I see you found the luggage storage area. The reading light, there's the temperature control. Come on, I'll show you the rest of the car.
Okay, I'll be right behind you. You two go on ahead.
If you need anything, just press the attendant call button.
Thanks, I'll be along in a minute.
There are more rooms downstairs. We'll go that way in a minute. I'll bet you figured out that to get from one car to another, you have to be on the upper level.
Oh, sure.
That's one of the public restrooms on the car. Right down there, the upstairs economy bedrooms.
We could have traveled in here, couldn't we?
Sure. They're designed for 1 or 2 people. There's storage space for personal belongings. Restrooms are nearby. We just saw one. The others, and in most Superliners, a shower, are downstairs. At night, the car attendant makes the seats into beds and back to seats the next morning. And like you said, Jack, coffee, juice, newspaper, and a wake-up call are all part of first-class service.
What if Dad came next time? Are there rooms for the whole family?
You mean besides the deluxe bedroom suite?
Right.
That's the family bedroom. It's downstairs on the lower level. Come on.
Okay.
Here it is. Come on in. The family room sleeps 2 adults and 2 children in comfort. But you'd better make your reservations early. There's only 1 on each Superliner sleeping car. Just like your deluxe bedroom, the family room has a sofa along with 2 child seats for daytime travel. There's storage space, windows on either side of the train. Of course, that's a little different from what we've seen so far. There's an attendant call button, temperature control, and
Coffee, juice, newspaper, and a wake-up call.
Very good, Jack. You'll be giving your mom a tour next. Here she is now.
Mom, this is where families can travel together.
Wow, it's a really big room.
How do the beds work?
I'll show you.
Hey, these look just like the beds in our deluxe room.
You're right, Jack. They are the same size. You're catching on fast.
And right there would be our restroom, right?
Right again.
What if Grandma and Grandpa wanted to go on a trip? My grandma's in a wheelchair. Where would they stay?
There's a room for them right down the hall.
Come on, Mom, we're going to Grandpa and Grandma's room.
Well, I guess I better come along then.
And this is our special bedroom. This bedroom is designed to accommodate a passenger with special mobility requirements and an escort. Comfortable seats by day and an upper and lower berth by night. There's ample space and easy access for a wheelchair throughout, including the lavatory area. The ventilation controls are nice and handy, and the curtain provides privacy inside the room. You even have windows on both sides of the train, like in the family room.
This is really great. Anybody who wants to can ride the train.
And there's more. Why don't we walk ahead to the lounge car? I'll bet you 2 would like a snack.
Yeah, come on, Mom, come on.
Sounds good to me.
And this speech, just so they can get
Mom, this is cool.
Yeah.
You can see why this is a popular car.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Is it open all the time to everybody?
Yes, it is. Just pick a seat and enjoy yourself.
Great.
You 2 look like you found a good place to take a break. Oh, if you want that snack, the food service area is downstairs.
Thanks, Jim. Have a seat.
This is a nice car, isn't it?
Yeah, look. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow!
Boy, these seats are really comfortable.
And they're made for sleeping, too. Just press this button and lean back. There are big windows to watch the world go by, a fold-down tray. There's also an overhead reading light and plenty of storage space up here.
Look at this, Mom.
Oh. Hey, how about that?
Cool.
The coach car attendant provides each passenger with a pillow, but we suggest that you bring along a light blanket or a sweater just in case you get chilly at night, even during the summer, since all cars are air-conditioned.
Jim, how does someone get up here if they're in a wheelchair or on crutches?
I'll bet you're thinking about Jack's grandmother who's in a wheelchair.
Yes, I am. Obviously, she couldn't get up here.
We have seats on the lower level of at least one coach on every train for people who can't climb stairs. And don't forget the car attendant is available to bring meals to passenger seats and help them move about. Come on downstairs and we'll take a look.
Jim, where's the bathroom?
The bathrooms are on the lower level on every Superliner coach. Come on, let's go take a look. Bathrooms are right there, Jack. You can see that these seats are located right by the door. Here's the special seat. There's storage for a wheelchair here. We also have special ramps that we use for people with wheelchairs so that they can board the train comfortably and safely. Just remember that any requests for special services need to be made along with the reservation and as soon as possible.
Got it. Boy, you really think of everything.
I'm getting hungry, Mom. When do we eat supper?
Oh, it's not quite time yet, Jack. Why don't we go back to our room for a little while?
Okay.
That'll give us time to get the dining car set up for you, Jack. Later, I'll be passing through the train taking reservations for seating times.
Good evening. Menu for you. And your waitress will be here momentarily to explain all of our dinner specials.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your dinner.
I know what I want.
Oh, good, honey. What?
Ice cream.
Aren't you starting at the wrong end of the menu? How about some chicken with mashed potatoes and lots of gravy?
I thought this was a vacation.
These mushrooms look great.
Ice cream, and how about for you?
Oh, what kind of pie do you have?
Apple pie.
Apple, yes, that would be great. This is good pie. How's your ice cream?
It's great. Can I get another one?
Boy, I have never seen you eat so much, Jack.
I don't think I'll need breakfast, Mom.
Hey, how'd you like that movie in the lounge car after dinner? Jim had told me about that little extra on the Superliner, but I wanted to surprise you.
Yeah, that was cool.
Well, we'll be in Florida before you know it. Then we change trains. Let's see. Orlando to Washington. The Silver Star. It's kind of like this train, except it's a single-level train instead of a double-decker. But it's got sleeping cars and a lounge car, coach cars, and a dining car. Okay, train service east of Chicago. The rooms look different. Different names. We'll be in a bedroom on the Silver Star. Sounds nice, doesn't it, honey? Jack?
Mom, guess who I just saw?
Hey, Jim.
Hello again, Susan. Welcome aboard the Silver Star.
Well, we thought we left you behind when we changed trains.
The good news is I'm continuing on with you.
Oh, that's great.
We already know about this room. It's called a bedroom. Our car attendant told us about it, but we already had most of it figured out anyway.
Oh, is that right?
Sure. A big sofa, all kinds of stuff here for heat, air conditioning, and the attendant call button.
A private bathroom over there
No shower, but there's a wash basin, soap, washcloth, and towel to freshen up. Storage space up there.
And like the Superliner deluxe rooms, these can be turned into suites. Now this room is a little different.
Yeah, it's sort of a half sofa and a chair instead of a big sofa.
That's right. But both rooms have the same amenities, including 2 single beds for nighttime use, 1 upper berth and 1 lower berth.
All the comforts we had on the Superliner. And it's a first-class accommodation, right?
It certainly is.
What about the other rooms in this car?
Right this way, sir. I think this is what you meant. This is a roomette. First-class comfort in a nice, neat package.
This looks like a room just for one person.
A roomette is designed for one person. By day, there's an easy chair with lots of leg room right next to a big window. It has a private toilet, fold-down wash basin, and storage space for a suitcase. And at night, your car attendant will let the bed down for you, or you can easily do it yourself. We also have special roomettes for passengers with special needs. They're wheelchair accessible and they're located at the end of the sleeping car. And because every roomette is a first-class accommodation, your meals are included in your ticket price. That includes the morning beverage service and a newspaper.
Jim, what if somebody wants a private room but they're on a budget?
Oh, I know about that. Remember I told you about Nicole and her mom, the people I met earlier?
Uh-huh.
They were staying in a room called the slumber coach.
That's right, Jack. We have double and single slumber coaches, sort of like a bedroom and a roomette. The double provides 2 single seats for daytime use, upper and lower berths at night, and even a toilet and a sink, much like what you saw in the roomette. Single slumber coaches have a seat by day that folds into a bed at night, and there's a toilet and wash basin in each room. Slumber coaches are compact, so you'll want to check any large luggage and keep only a small traveling bag with you. And remember, since meals are not included in the price of the slumber coach ticket, the rooms cost less than bedrooms and roomettes. And that's a quick tour of sleeping accommodations on Amtrak trains east of Chicago. Except for something I bet you didn't know. Amtrak will soon add Viewliner sleeping cars on Eastern trains. There are a few out there now. The growing fleet of Viewliners represents a new age in passenger comfort, with deluxe bedrooms and special bedrooms, much like what you found on the Superliner. And one more great thing about Viewliners. They feature a double row of windows, so each room has a bright, airy feel, while giving you a great view of the countryside.
There are just an incredible number of ways to travel on Amtrak. I am so glad that my dad gave us this trip.
Come on, let's see the rest of the train. Here's one type of lounge you'll find on Eastern long-distance trains. One end of the car has booths, and the other end has smaller tables. In the center, there's a food service counter where you can buy snacks and drinks. The menu is similar to the Superliner lounge. This is the long-distance coach car. It's very similar to Superliner coach cars with big, comfortable, reclining seats. We provide pillows at night, and there's storage space overhead. And just like out west, Amtrak provides seating for people with special needs. Here's something you haven't seen yet. This train has a buffet service dining car. Amtrak's trains between the Northeast and Florida include this style diner. Most other Eastern overnight trains have dining cars like the one you saw on the Superliner, with table service. Here in the buffet, passengers choose from a variety of entrees, and we help them to a table. It works quite well.
Just like the travel planner said, on long-distance trains you have sleepers, a lounge, coach cars, and a diner. It's just that Eastern and Western trains are designed differently.
You're catching on, Mom.
Jack, quick look. Do you know what that is?
It says Auto Train on this side.
It's one of Amtrak's premier services. It's the train that takes passengers in their vans or cars between Sanford, Florida, that's near Orlando, and Lorton, Virginia, that's just south of Washington, D.C. It's a great way to save 900 miles of driving each way.
Hey, Mom, how do you know so much? I thought you were only reading books and writing letters in the train.
Hey, I've been doing a little exploring on my own. Just listen to this.
There's a special auto train ticket jacket that has all kinds of important information in it.
That's right, Susan. And we strongly recommend that every auto train passenger take a few minutes to read it and find out important travel facts about auto train.
Such as vehicle height restrictions, exactly where the Sanford and Lorton stations are located, how to request special services, the fact that you can pack the inside of your car with as much luggage as you wish for your trip.
And don't forget that there are minimum pre-departure arrival times. Passengers with cars must be at the station at least 1 hour early, 2 hours if you have a van.
You can either reserve coach seats or travel first class in roomettes or bedrooms. When you arrive at the station, you check in at the gate and turn your car over to a professional crew to be loaded on the train. At the ticket office, you make a dinner reservation. Everyone, both coach and first class passengers, are provided meals. Then you can relax in the lounge area or on the train when it opens for early boarding. On board, there's a buffet diner like the one we're in now and a first class diner. There are some neat lounge cars, and there are movies after dinner. Everyone in coach gets both a pillow and a blanket. The next morning after breakfast, you arrive. And once your car is unloaded and brought to you, you're ready to go.
I'm impressed. I really am. Aren't you, Jack?
Wow, Mom.
Nothing to it. Hey, tomorrow's the big day. We change trains in Washington, and then we hop a Metroliner for Baltimore, and then...
I can't wait to see Grandpa.
Hey, guess who's going to continue along on the last leg of the trip with us?
You mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's great, Jim.
Boy, I hear that Washington Union Station is really beautiful. There's even a special first-class lounge. I'm really excited.
Mom, this station is humongous.
Yeah, it's even bigger than I expected. Hey, listen, you want to go see that super-duper lounge that I was telling you about?
Okay.
Make a wish.
Hi, how's it going today?
Just fine. Is this Amtrak's Metropolitan Lounge?
Yes, it is.
Isn't this nice? This is great. I've never seen a lounge like this in a train station before.
Besides Washington, we have them in Philadelphia, New York, and Chicago.
Really? That's great. It's beautiful.
Okay, Mrs. Peterson, you're going out on the 4 o'clock Metroliner to Baltimore. It's train number 120. We'll board that at 20:04, and I'll call just before boarding. Please make yourselves at home.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Come on, let's look around. This is for first class passengers only.
Look at this, Mom. A PC.
Oh yeah, a lot of business people use this lounge. There's even a meeting room in there. Hey, why don't you go get yourself a snack and I'll be right over. I have to make a quick call to Grandpa before our Metroliner leaves.
Okay.
Here's where we are, and here's where we're going. This is called Amtrak's Northeast Corridor.
What's a corridor?
Well, it's any heavily traveled short-distance route between major cities. We're here in the corridor between Washington and Boston. That's the busiest one. Others are the Empire Corridor from New York City into upstate New York and around Chicago in the Midwest. Back home, the California Corridor is really 3 routes in one. And further north, there's the Portland-Seattle service. Since the trains travel short distances, they aren't as long as the ones we've been on. Usually there are several coach cars, very similar to what we've seen, and a food service car where you can buy snacks. There's even an onboard telephone service in several parts of the country. It's called rail phone. Some corridors have custom class service too.
What's that?
It's a premium coach service. For a small upgrade charge, you get a reserved seat, complimentary beverages, and a newspaper. And here in the Northeast Corridor, most trains offer first-class club service. That's how we're traveling on our Metroliner.
Mom, I'm very impressed.
Oh, look! Our Metroliner's ready for boarding. Let's go. Okay. Oh, hi, Jim. I told Jack you'd be along.
Hi, Jim. Mom says my grandpa will be waiting for us at the station.
What a perfect ending to your trip. But it's not over yet. You haven't seen everything on this Metroliner.
Well, I am very impressed with this club car. Big, comfortable seats, a tray table, reading lights. And the service is great, too.
This looks good.
Metroliner service is the pride of the Northeast Corridor. It's fast, all reserved, downtown to downtown service between major East Coast cities, with departures about every hour. And this first-class club car service is available on every Metroliner train. Metroliner coach cars have 2 comfortable seats on either side of the aisle. There are several rail phones on every Metroliner. Of course, the snack car is always popular. Hey, why the glum look?
It's just that, well, the trip's almost over
And we'll have to say goodbye?
yeah, I guess so.
Jack, every trip has to come to an end sometime. Just think of all the fun you had, not to mention all you learned and taught your mom.
Yeah, I guess so. You have learned a lot, Mom. I really am glad that I was able to help you out.
Well, thank you, Jack. Gosh, I don't know what to say.
That's okay, I understand.
And thank you, Jim, for sharing so much with us. This is a trip that we won't soon forget. You are really a professional.
My pleasure, Susan.
Jack!
Oh, Dad! What a great trip! Oh, we've got so much to tell you. You were right, Dad. Amtrak is a wonderful way to travel.
I'm so glad you had a good time. Jack, look what's coming.
Wow, that was cool.
You know what I think we just saw, Jack?
No, what?
I think we just saw the future.
Susan and Jack had a great trip, didn't they? I hope you were able to catch some of the magic of rail travel through their experiences. We covered a lot of ground out there. They'll have some great memories. Here are a few things you might want to remember about what you saw. Double-deck trains called Superliners operate mostly on western long-distance routes. They have sleeping cars, coach cars, a lounge, and a dining car. There are 4 types of private rooms: deluxe, economy, family, and special, all first class. In the East, long-distance trains are single-level. They too have sleeping cars, coach cars, a lounge, and a dining car. First-class private rooms are bedrooms and roomettes. Single and double slumber coaches are less expensive alternatives. In the near future, you'll see new Viewliner cars in the East. AutoTrain takes passengers and their vehicles between the Northeast and Florida and has all the amenities of other long-distance service, including bedrooms and roomettes. Finally, there are several short-distance corridors around the country that offer comfortable coach seats and snack service. The Northeast Corridor has first-class club service. Other corridors have custom-class service. Well, that just about covers it. I hope you enjoyed the trip as much as I did. But of course, this was all just make-believe, a movie. But what Jack and Susan experienced, the trains, the accommodations, the service, that was real. That's Amtrak.